Women tell all! Welcome back, guys. Another week. We're getting super close to the final, as in the final is next week. First things first, housekeeping. Clare is the Bachelorette, so cheers to Clare. Also, no, Clare was not on Peter's season of The Bachelor. Clare was on Juan Pablo's season of The Bachelor, which I thoroughly enjoyed. Love that season. And I'm actually one of very few people who don't hate Juan Pablo. And people have gone on to do exactly what he did, which was he only wanted a girlfriend. He wasn't ready to propose to the person in the end. Colton and Cassie. Hello. I'm just saying. Clare also went on to be on 2 seasons of Bachelor in Paradise, and she was on Winter Games where she met Benoit, and then they got engaged and then broke off their engagement 2 months later. Now, what I will say on this, I haven't always been a fan of Clare's. It's like up and down with her. She could annoy me at points, but I am super happy about the choice of her being the Bachelorette. I think because she's how old? 38, 39. I think she's going to take us back to what The Bachelor was, and good age range, because at 39 they're going to be bringing her, I guess youngest maybe 29, and then up to the 40s. So these people are ready for marriage, and then I'm getting excited thinking about it. So their priorities seem like they're more serious, less people in it for the fame and Instagram followers, and the Bachelor that will come from that will be amazing. And we're back on track, guys. It was fun having a younger age range, and there was a lot of drama, but I think it's starting to tire out, if that makes sense. But yeah, I'm excited to watch her season of The Bachelorette. I think it comes close to my excitement for when Rachel was Bachelor and Hannah B. So I think she's going to make a great Bachelorette, and she's not afraid to speak her mind if needs be. Right. So before the women tell all, we've got that last rose ceremony, and we're wondering, is Maddie going to show up? We don't know, and they're waiting around. Of course she is coming, and they're editing it for dramatic effect. I think she didn't take that long to get there, but yeah. Also, the ladies look gutted when Madison arrives, like, oh no. They thought, oh, easy ride, it's just going to be the 2 of us. She got sent home. But no, she comes. So Hannah Ann gets the first rose, and then I'm thinking, okay, so of course Madison's going to get the second rose, because I don't think Peter would have waited for her to come to the rose ceremony to send her home, knowing where her values lay and how she felt about what he did. He would have let her go there and then. But she looks like she doesn't want the rose when Peter calls her name, and it is tense. And he's like, are you sure you want the rose? And she's like, yeah, but she doesn't look that happy. And I put here, I've never seen someone so upset to get a rose. Like, she almost looked gutted, but she said she was happy, so okay. And then, so Victoria is getting sent home, and everyone looks more upset than Victoria that she's going home. Hannah Ann is crying her eyes out, and I feel like, is she crying because her and Victoria were really close friends? Or is she crying because, oh snap, it's Madison left. This is going to be hard for me to win this and bring this home. And then obviously Madison looks upset, and I think she's just upset she's got the rose. I don't think she's upset that Victoria is going. And then Peter obviously walks her out. And I've had my ups and downs with Victoria, as you've seen from my reviews. But I stood by her when Peter was obviously trying to explain to her why it is he's sending her home. And she's like, no, I don't want to hear it. And I agree, like, sometimes, I feel like sometimes the women just take it in, but they don't really want to hear what he has to say in that moment. They're just, shocked. Maybe at Women Tell All, they can have a talk with him then. But in that moment, she didn't want to hear it. And good for you, Victoria. I stand by you on that. Never thought that would leave my mouth. And then also, when she's in the car, from what she's saying, I feel like it was Victoria who Peter slept with. Now, he didn't say he only slept with one person. He could have slept with them both, him, Victoria, and Hannah Ann. But the way she's talking, it seems like it was her, for sure, that they said, but I could be wrong. Now, I'm normally excited about Women Tell All. This one was a bit... But before we get to the Women Tell All, we have a preview of what's coming up, or Chris is talking about what's going to be happening next week in the final. And he says not even Peter knows how it ends, which leads me to believe, is the woman who he wants to be with gonna have to make her decision live on stage? I'm not sure. Victoria F has joined the ladies on stage for the women tell-all, and I'm thinking, is this the first time someone that was in the top 3 is at women tell-all, where they like, we need Victoria for the drama, she has to be here, so they sped that ending along and added it to the beginning of women tell-all so we could have her there? Just a thought. I could be wrong. I don't know if it has happened. Victoria, was it S or A? The other Victoria, she's being called out about being fake with Alea, and I'm like, good, because she actually was, and I did feel bad for Alea. I felt like she got a raw deal, and her defense for it always, I'm weird. Someone says, no, you're just two-faced. Oh, Victoria P, that was it. She also gets called out because she was the one that started the pill popping rumor, and it all got put on Tammy. I feel like Tammy got a bit of a raw deal. She did bring a lot on herself, but she did get a bit of a raw deal with that. But she doesn't really get held accountable. I feel like there was a lot of clickiness going on, and they decided they weren't going to turn on each other when they were on stage. But yeah, and then obviously we have McKenna and Tammy facing off, and then McKenna gives another speech, and I agree with Tammy. I feel like she had planned this, was ready to be, is it a martyr or the victim, and now she's like risen above it and she's a hero. And Tammy stopped her and said, how long did you rehearse this speech? And I was like, I stand with you, Tammy. You played yourself a bit and you got caught up in it all, but you had the potential to be a fan favourite. So then we have the sit down with Kelsey, and again it is like she's on the brink of tears. Every time she talks, it sounds like she at any minute she's going to burst into tears. Ashley I comes out, and they just talk about how great it is to be emotional and don't worry. I mean, Ashley I was basically throwing shade at Tammy. I wasn't really feeling that. It felt like bullying a little. I mean, I know Tammy was a bit harsh on Kelsey, but also Tammy made a really good point when she said a lot of people in the house were feeling the way that I felt. I'm the only one that just spoke out about it, so some of the people were getting a bit too high on their horses. But I did notice some people sticking up for Tammy, and from what I could see, a lot of the people that stuck up for her were also the other ethnic minorities, other people from diverse backgrounds. And then yeah, Victoria I gifts Kelsey with a big bottle of champagne, playing on the whole champagne spraying in the face thing. Yay. So then we have a sit down with Victoria F, and she's talking about how she's upset. Wait a minute. Anyway, how she's upset with herself for getting in her head when it came to Peter. And then I have here, they don't speak on her breaking up marriages, and I'm thinking, did they save it for the end? But the version I watched online, because we don't get Bachelor here in the UK, I didn't see that address, so I'm gonna have to look that up online. I'm not really gonna get to speak on that. So then Peter comes out, Kelsey talks to him, and again, she sounds like she's gonna cry. And Victoria F comes back on the stage to talk with Peter. And then we have the bloopers. Am I the only one that doesn't really care for the bloopers? Like, everyone gets so excited to see the blooper reel, but I feel like it's almost like it's expected of people to be happy for the bloopers, but they don't really care as much. I don't know. Maybe people love the bloopers but me. Also, where was Kelly? Apparently, well, I realised she's not there. Look into it and see Kelly saying she wasn't invited, apparently. Also, Natasha wasn't there. I don't know if also she wasn't invited, but I don't feel like she had much controversy. So it may just be she had a other engagement. And then Rachel Lindsay comes out. Love her. And she's talking about the online hate. So then they read out some of the messages and everything that they get. And they're disgusting. Like, to think, I can't even imagine. Like, imagine logging in online and then you get a message telling yourself to kill yourself, or if I ever see you around, be careful. And that can really mess with your mind, because you'll be going out and be worried about that. So yeah, that was really sad to see. And then we have the teaser for what's coming up next week. Now, Initially, I'd say I'm still 90% sure it's Madison that runs away and he goes after her. But that just seems too obvious now. And from watching the trailer and what came up and Hannah having her stresses with everything, could it be Hannah Ann that runs away? Now I'm like, there's 20% in there that it could be Hannah Ann. But yeah, overall, the women tell-all, it wouldn't make my top 5 of women tell-alls that I've seen. Also, just wanted to address, as it was the women tell-all, I thought I would, make an effort. Wore this nice dress from Pretty Little Thing. And I have an actual wine glass my other glasses are wine, but I actually have a stem for this because it was a women tell-all. The final, we're going all out. I might even have champagne for the final. But it's a 2-day special. I may bring on a special guest to review it with me as well. We'll see. But yeah, that is all for this review. So comment below, who do you think is going to win? Although I don't feel like there's going to be a proposal because we don't know the ending. But comment below how you think this is all going to end. And I'm ready for Clare's season. I am ready to take it back to what The Bachelor was, what The Bachelorette was. And we're going to have a proposal. We're going to have a wedding because before Peter was Hannah, before Hannah was Colton. 2 non-engagements. But overall, that is my review. We're coming to the end, but I'm still going to be here for Bachelorette as well. As always, I hope you did enjoy this video. And if you did, feel free to like, comment, subscribe. All that good stuff I'm meant to ask you to do. Please do. And I'm just rambling now, and I don't really know how to end this, so I'm just gonna go.